Every dog is an atrocity. Humans took a perfectly normal-looking wild animal and created these monstrosities. They tell us that something which looked a lot like this was the original dog. But if dogs weren't around, and someone made a wolf look like a chihuahua or a pug, it would be seen as a cruel desecration of nature. It would be akin to mutilation, a Frankensteinian venture, which would be shut down straight away. So why is it acceptable to do this to animals over the course of centuries, millennia, and longer stretches of time?
Maybe because of evolution. Evolution takes a long time and is a more natural and far less painful process than immediately changing an animal's appearance. Just a simple answer. Also, a lot of people are aware of the many health problems pugs have. There's a reason why people are trying to make them healthier. And I find it odd that you use Chihuahuas as another example, when they're genuinely a healthy breed. I mean, there's a reason why they live longer than most other breeds. Did you choose them because they look different? In that case, then that's just plain canist. Yeah, that term is exactly what you think it is.
What I just played, that was a clip from a while back. It is still my position that what has been done to an unfortunate species, now long extinct, is a particularly cruel form of animal abuse. It is a perversion of nature.
Are cats a perversion of nature? Well, they basically are, using your logic. After all, cats were domesticated way after dogs, so does that make them even more of a perversion of nature? Pigs are another animal domesticated by humans. Are they a perversion of nature? Well, I certainly don't see your biased ass calling these animals perversions of nature, considering they are using your not at all brain-dead logic. Okay, but in all seriousness, the domestication of dogs is genuinely not abuse. You cherry-picked like 2 examples, one of which being a healthy breed. And yeah, there are dogs with more health problems than others, but to basically act like they represent dogs as a whole is just being plain dishonest, when there are breeds like Border Collies, Golden Retrievers, German Shepherds, Heelers, Huskies, etc.
The reason many of us say that dogs aren't real animals is not because we're suggesting they aren't mammals or whatever.
Yeah, the reason is that you're biased as hell.
However, the differences between ourselves and canines are pretty obvious. But you can easily tell, even just by looking at the two, that a domestic dog and a wolf are not the same at all. Of course, there are hundreds of breeds, and some are far more similar to wolves than other dogs, but they still aren't the same as wolves.
Oh boy, thank you, Captain Obvious. I would have never known that dogs and wolves are different.
But the main point is that what has been done to dogs, or rather, their proto-dog and wild canine ancestors, is a travesty. Dogs were basically created to serve humans, and this is not how you would treat an organism you respected. Dog owners seldom care about anything besides themselves and the dog or dogs they happen to own.
Oh, they were made to serve humans, and that's not a way to respect an organism.
Now that point is just plain ass. Just because an animal was created to serve humans does not mean they're not being well taken care of. You know, like training them and feeding them. And history has plenty of evidence for that. And using your logic, horse domestication is animal abuse because horses were domesticated to serve humans.
And let's ignore that people took care of the horses, like feeding them and training them.
So yeah, not a good point.
Even those who seem to mindlessly worship the entire subspecies ultimately have self-motivated reasons for actually wanting a dog in their lives.
Or maybe some people just like dogs and want to take care of them. But no, you just want to act like
They all have self-motivations.
Look at what dog lovers have done to dogs over millennia.
An animal that is bound by the food it is given, the leash that it is on, the cage that it is in, and a defecation schedule is so far removed from a friend that the use of the term is tantamount to newspeak. The animal is unlikely to survive without its owner should it be granted free will, and therefore human dependency is its only means.
Actually, that's not entirely true, as there are dogs that can thrive without humans. Yeah, some will have difficulty. But the thing is, survival isn't really all that easy, now is it?